Hello.
Yeah, what's going
What's
on, people?
up?
So what's up?
See, this fellow's
Raka, I
still
think
sitting in the Simpsons house. Useless
what
fellow.
to do only. In COVID, I cannot step out. Yeah. What's happening, boys?
All good, all
Same
good.
old, same old.
I'm really sorry to everybody. Today's delay was because of me because work is happening. You see, this is a Japanese brand, so everything has to be planned, just like Shri Akshay Kumar said in the movie Ajnabi, was it?
Hmm.
Everything is planned. So everything has to be planned for things to be executed properly. Otherwise, Bobby Deol will come and steal our business. I mean, not the real Bobby Deol. इस कॉन्वर्सेशन के सभी पात्र काल्पनिक हैं. Help, mic check. What's happening, Rohit? We are not able to understand what you're saying. Um,
What's he saying?
पता
Mic check.
नहीं.
Help DJ mic check.
Hey,
Hi Krish.
Yo,
Krish.
Krish. Mr. Rohit Anand.
Rohit has had a good nap. Just give me a moment. I will.
Ganga.
हम भी काल्पनिक हैं.
Okay, so for some reason, our comments are not working on YouTube for some
It's
reason.
working. It's working.
Is it?
Krish is, Krish has got his message on YouTube.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
guys. Hey,
we are
Ashit.
not able to reply.
Sonowal. All good, Gath. We're all three of us are recovered from COVID.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hope everybody is safe.
Okay,
Hello,
I
Ramandeep.
have done my bit, everybody. I have shared this live video, so I am now 100% here. What's up, Sonu? What's up, Ramandeep? What's up, Skip? What's up, Tuhan?
What is
What's
that?
up?
Now you
How's
look
it
like a
going with you
techno
guys?
DJ.
I'm finally, I think, available. I can speak. I look fat.
Hmm.
Yeah, you do.
It's black.
Now even black doesn't work anymore on me, or what?
No.
Okay, cool. Well, it's okay. It's 2021. We have to be body positive. I have to be body positive about myself.
We already have our first question. Max has a
Kick
question
ass.
regarding hot queues on cdj-2000 Nexus. What is your question,
So,
Max?
before we start doing this, Skip, today's session is all about you reintroducing, revising, revisioning the
CDJs.
CDJ 2000 Nexus 2. Of course, our champ in chief, Mr. Tuhin Mehta, is also with us to throw some more light if Skip has something
I will be
to
invigilating.
invigilating the examination today. Apart from that, yeah, that's no, nothing apart from that. Apart from that, I am going to stay quiet today, hopefully.
Let's hope so.
So there you go. I go on mute. मौके पे चौका आईपीएल बंद हो गया लेकिन तुम्हारे छक्के लग रहे हैं समझ गए हो. All
Okay,
right,
so
this is me on
let's start
silence.
with Max's question. Max, can you please ask your question regarding the hot queues on the cdj-2000 Nexus or the 2000 Nexus 2? Which one of them? Waiting for your question.
We've got the 2000 nxs2 actually.
Sometimes there is a delay in using hotkeys on CDJs, like how it is on a controller. It's not the same on CDJs.
Okay, so he's talking about when it loads CDJs. When you click on the hot queue, it takes time to, read it. So it's basically not a delay. It's basically the first time that you load the track, the hot queues will basically come in, and it's going to read those hot queues. So that's why the delay happens, and then it doesn't happen. So you
Yeah,
have to
and
give it
also
time to.
if you don't have a good thumb drive or a USB drive, whatever you're using, if it's not a high quality fast access drive, then the delay will be even more accentuated. So always
Yeah.
invest in good drives, because that is where the delay starts.
Let's talk about the setup first. So basically, I am using right now. What I'm using right now is my computer linked via a USB cable, and that USB B to A is actually going to the CDJ directly. So basically, from here, from the laptop, from the laptop, it's going to the CDJs which are there. We're going to put on CDJs now in 1 minute, and it's going to come up like I don't know. This is Nijang is going to do some magic, and it's going to show my CDJs. And yeah, so basically, the moment he shows, Nishan, can we have the CDJs, please? How much?
That's what I was about to ask. Do you want me to?
Yeah. So basically, now you can see the whole setup properly. So the CDJs are here, which is such a weird thing. And my setup is over here. So this is what this is. Such a weird thing. But yeah, so my laptop is basically connected to the CDJ, and what you are seeing over here, for example, you can see that I'm not there, right?
Hey, Skip,
But
that's
still,
not cdj-2000. That's cdj-2000 nxs2.
yeah, CDJ-2000 nxs2. Yes. Oh
Yeah,
shit! I don't know how to
you've
change
changed
the
the
name.
name.
I don't know how to share, and I don't know how to change the name. Sorry.
Wow, this is wrong. Let's remove the names in that case because this is wrong
Oh yeah,
information.
maybe I can leave and come back, but or you can remove the name, whatever. Wait, let me see.
Hmm.
Can I change the name? I don't know. Can you remove the name?
I doubt it. Oh, yes,
So
I can. There you
yeah.
go. Much better.
So these are the CPJ Nexus 2. And for example, anyways, I'll just answer the query for 2000 also. The same setup works with 2000 as well. In that, you have to use a Ethernet to USB connector, or your laptop needs to have that Ethernet connection. So then you'll have the same setup. So basically, I'm on my laptop over here. If I want to change the track, you can see the name of the track is Latin Vox Flip right now. And the moment I click on this, the track name changes and the track changes. So basically, I can drag and drop from the laptop.
Max, you're getting a slight delay. It could be because of your quantized value that you have
Quanta is
set.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, if your quantized value is set at 1 beat, and if you press the hotkey between 2 beats, then the system will wait until the beat is in sync and then only, uh, activate the hotkey that you have loaded.
Correct.
So because it's off beat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's what.
quantized. Possible. This is probably a quantized thing. So
Yeah,
basically,
never blame the hardware. Yeah, everybody starts jumping and onto the conclusion that it's the
this is
hardware's
the button.
fault.
Quantized button. It should be off. Then you'll have no issues with the hotkeys.
Correct.
So yeah, this is how my setup is. Basically, I use the link, but you guys can just plug in your USB. As you can see, you have link. But on top of that, I'll just pull it up a bit. You will be able to see record box. So right now I'm using record box, and then there is link, then there is USB, SD, and disk. So basically, I've been using my CD cases. I've found my old CD cases. I've been playing my old CDs and having a great time. So yeah, you can play all these features. Right now, I'm using record box with link. So that's what's happening. And yeah, let's just talk about how and what all can you do on the fly with CDJs. So I'll just drop in a track. Let's say I'm playing this track, right? I'll just drop in a track. And now this track, if you can see, uh, the if I want to change the grid, I can actually do that on the fly as well. All I have to do is long press this button, and now when I move, the encoder, I can change the grid of the track on the fly. So this has been a really, really cool feature. I've really enjoyed this. And it really helps me in a lot of ways when I'm not prepared, basically preparing on the fly. Very, very cool thingy. And yeah, Twin, what is your favorite feature for 2000 Nexus 2? I want to talk about that. Then I'm going to show you what all I have experienced.
I mean, for me, the feature that I use the most, and I don't see very many people using it, is being able to set a count-in point for your mix. So you get your phrasing right, and your transitions are at the right time. And
So how do you do that?
also polyrhythmic looping. So like
So can you
3
do that
beats,
in
5 beats.
Nexus 2?
Yeah, you can do that in Nexus 2.
How do you do that?
Just play a song, just play a groove, and
Well,
instead of 4 beats, hit the loop in and loop out at 6 beats.
oh, that obviously that's manually looping, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, 6 beats, and then if you hit half, it goes down to 3 beats.
No, but does it show it there? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it does. Not on screen numbers, but
Yeah, while
manual
playing,
loop
when
counts.
the loop in and loop out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool, cool.
Yeah.
That we can. And
And
then you
also
can do press the half button. Okay, cool.
yeah, and then being able to set count-in values.
Yeah, how do you do that? The counting values.
So like right now, you have your cdjs on pause mode.
Yeah.
On your needle drop, if you scroll, like
Uh,
just play the track, and then scroll to the end where you think the intro is on your needle drop. Yeah, see the green
yeah.
marker. So you
Yeah.
put it on a beat where that is your mix in point. Yeah, just put it somewhere. Just leave it there.
Yeah.
Take your finger off.
Yeah. Taking it off. Oh, there's a delay. Yeah.
Yeah. And down when you're on your second CDJ, you'll see that no, you've actually done you've done a needle drop. You've not done, you've dropped into that track, bro. I'm saying just play it. Don't put it on needle drop. Just move your finger on the needle drop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let your hand go. No, start the track from the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah. Now let the track play. Just use the needle search to go to the end of the track.
Got it.
Yeah, just mark it there. Yeah. Just take your finger off.
Oh, the green dot has come there.
Yeah.
There's a
Now
green and
see the countdown. It's telling you how many bars left.
Ah. Okay.
And you can
So
do
basically,
this on the second
this tells me how many bars are left for
bars.
the thing. Ah.
For that marker to come in, for the playhead to reach that marker.
Wow.
And you can do this
Okay.
on all of your series, so you can keep everything in sync. So your layering is accurate.
Proper.
So this nobody I know uses this.
I did not know.
Not a single soul uses this.
Hmm.
I
It's a
think
cool
what we
feature.
can teach everybody is also. Oh, sorry. I'm sure you already have it. I'm so sorry. I'll stay quiet. I
What do
forgot
you?
I had to stay quiet. No. I'll message you.
Can we change,
Ah, okay.
bro? Rohit Anand, this is not about the XDJRX, but yeah. Sebastian, go ahead with your question. Yeah, Krish, the search option obviously is fantastic.
Yeah. So
And
basically, that was
being
supposed to be
able
my next
to,
point.
yeah, the search and filters, I mean, they're
Filter.
absolutely amazing. Yeah.
Filter is what I'm going to talk about. Yeah. I love the filter feature, man. That's next level. But what's the question for 3000? Okay.
Waiting.
Okay. By the time
Waiting
you come
for,
to your question, I'm going to show
yeah.
you the filter. So basically, when you press this button, which is the bottom left button, when you long press it, you will get this filters. And these are like probably the best thing I have discovered on this thing. And I can have a playlist, and in that playlist, I can just, figure out what is this, what the BPM should be of the tracks that are being displayed, what the key should be, and all. So basically, and then sorry, I think, am I there?
Yeah, now you're there. You disappeared for a while.
Hi, yeah. So basically, I can just put all the parameters and go back to, let's say, a playlist, and let's say I do hip hop, music pool, and now the moment I press this button, the filters get applied, and the thing on top, this button on top, is basically showing me, this logo on top is showing me that the filter has been applied. And right now, the filter that I've applied has no tracks, and so that's why it's not showing any tracks. But you get the idea. So for me, filters probably one of my favorite. This thing. Also, second favorite
Is it a
feature.
long press or is it a short press?
Long press for the edit. So basically, if you want
Okay.
to set the parameters, and one single. Are you checking it on your 3000?
Yeah, because I did a long press.
Yeah,
And
so long press is for the edits, and single dot is for the filter to get applied. So see, if you see right now, you cannot see any of the tracks because of the logo on this thing on top, right? But the moment I
right.
press it again, the filter gets off, and you'll see all the tracks. So this is the idea.
Ah,
Very, very, very dope feature. Now the second favorite is the button right next to it, the shortcuts. Bro,
yeah.
this is so cool. Wherever I want to go, like for example, because I'm using my laptop, right? So if let's say if I say back, if I do back, you can see it takes time. Like it'll take time for me to, like, let's say if I open a track, it'll take time for me to, reach somewhere, right?
Right.
So let's say Skipster all, these are all my tracks, right? But what I can do is I can just go to shortcuts and click on playlist. I set up go to my playlists. Nishant, you're muted. You're still muted. Is Nishant saying something?
No, I can't hear him.
Nishant, I cannot hear you. Are you saying something? He's eating something.
He's eating chips. Okay, anyway, carry on.
Okay, so basically, oh shit, he had headphones on. Now he can hear us. Okay, so basically, the moment you click on this,
I was on a phone call, sorry.
okay, sorry. So basically, shortcuts is probably one of my favorite features, and you can actually see on top that my laptop is connected. Rupesh's MacBook Pro, so that's my laptop. My settings. So this is even more cooler. I can load my settings from the record box settings that I have. It will go automatically. Hotkey on auto load or not. Quantized beat value on top is basically how you want the match to basically show you, like the track. What do you call that? Like the track thingy. What is it called? Phase meter. The phase meter to show you. Because I'm seeing
Phase
on the
meter or
screen.
waveform.
Yeah, so you can change your phase meter. So I personally feel this is probably, I've not seen anyone use this, and I'm using
Nobody
it
does.
like constantly every
Use
day now.
what?
This shortcut straight up, like going to like wherever you want. It's
I
very
use it all
dope,
the time.
bro. You're different, right? You use the this track marker with bars and all that. Not seeing anyone. So this feature is definitely like, for example, if I don't have these shortcuts, what I would do is I will go, say I'll go back, and I will, let's say I'm playing a track, which is, let's say, this track. my favorites and blah blah blah. Crocodile. I'm playing Crocodile, right? Now, if I want to play another track, what I have to do is I have to go back, 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 and then house music. Then let's say DJ tools, blah blah, and then I go there. Instead of this, I can just go shortcut, set up playlist, and I've got everything in front of me. So this really changes the game, man.
Have how many of you actually have tried it? I mean, even if not used it, maybe got confused and everything. How many of you have tried it? Even if you haven't, that's fine. Just let us know, so
I
we'll
have
also get a
not
good
seen.
idea.
I have really not seen anyone use this kind of stuff here. I've not seen anybody touch this area itself, apart from just scoring.
Hmm.
So then again, the tag tracks, yeah. This also is a killer feature. A lot of people don't use this, like they don't use at all. So and then all these things on top, they are like. So for example, the first thing that I do, I'll just show you how I work. First thing I do is I go to menu, sort by whatever I want to do. So let's sort by BPM. Now all the tracks come with BPM and the key, and I've sorted it out. It's alphanumerical now, so I'm really happy. Uh, but still, the thing is there. What Goose was saying. After let's say, let's take a house dance. Now here, if you see sort by key,
Hmm.
after one comes 10, bro, and 11. So and 12. So this is what probably would be a little weird for me. But otherwise, like definitely one of my favorite features, man. Comments. Let's see comments. See, Max is saying quite helpful. He didn't have any idea about this. One more thing that I do is I always keep my auto cue on. So this is always on. Because and you can change the level at which you want the. Yeah, this is also one feature that a lot of people don't use. Is you can set the volume level at which the auto cue will uh, pick up the transient. So that's also something that is very important. If it is too low, it kind of picks up stuff from way early, which is not really required. So yeah,
Nishank, Serato DJ and cdj-2000, have they released a compatible software? Not yet, right?
no.
Not
Oh,
yet.
yeah. So, Sebastian, that Serato has still not released a software that's compatible with the CDJ. So, the question should actually be to Serato.
Yeah, actually, I think so. But Recordbox
There's
works
nothing.
really well.
There's nothing that Pioneer needs to do to get it to work. I mean, HID is like a universal format, but Serato and
The
that
whole purpose of cdj-3000 is basically not to use it in HID format is what I believe. Unfortunately, I mean, please don't take any offense when I say that, because that basically means you are using a 2 lakh rupee controller, not
Yeah,
just. It is, and when you make two of them, that's 4 lakh rupees controllers. I mean, then you're not able to utilize all the functions of CDJ-3000 if you put it in HID mode. And essentially, you're basically just using the, um, what do you call it, the sound card to proper use, maybe. But beyond that, if you put it in CDJ or CDJ-3000 in a HID mode, you're taking away a lot from the product. That's my opinion. It could
yeah.
be, yeah, that's my personal opinion. I would specify that.
All right, so let's move on to some of the things that I would use while playing music. So one of the uh, one of the features that I use a lot is looping. But what I do is I do beat jumps while looping, and that's a really dope feature. So basically, let's say if I have a track and I'm playing, switch on the speaker.
Hey Sachin.
So say I'm playing a loop, right? And this particular track has a loop, which is tanan tanan, and it's like two different kind of loops, right? So from here is what I'm going to change the loop. So I make a loop of 4 beats. Now, one thing that we have to keep in mind is always keep the quantize on for this, because your loops can shift, but sometimes they go off beat. So quantize is a good thing to have here. So I keep the loop on, and then when I'm mixing the next track, I keep changing the the loop, the beat jump. So this is phrase number 2. Phrase number 1. So I can just keep shifting between phrase number 1 and phrase number 2.
I have a
And now
question.
this is basically, no, check this out. So this is just a this is just a very small idea.
I,
Now I
I
just show
have a
you
question.
what you can. One second.
Before you begin, I have a
Skip,
question.
skip,
Because
If
skip
you
this
put
question.
if you put this in slip mode,
yeah,
does it keep on moving forward just like the controllers do?
yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully, let's just try
Okay.
it.
but in slip mode,
Sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
There's no difference. Nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening. Correct. See, I ask smart questions sometimes.
Yeah, no, it's just a loop that just. I think if you if you keep pressing it, maybe then you will get there.
I think maybe it'll just when you exit.
Yeah, when you hold it, then
Hmm.
it goes to the next phrase.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, what I was saying is, let's say I have a track. Okay, I'll just drop it from here. So how I would use it in, let's say, a hip hop scenario or something is, I make a loop here. This is one, and now I use the beat jump to. So this way I can keep changing my loop. I can give variations. So that's a cool way to use beat jump. So have a phrase which has different between two bars. If there are differences, you can just use them, alter them, and use them as a creative tool. And you can actually use this also. So this is 2 and this is 1 beat. So So you can use that as well. So you have 1 beat forward backward, 2 beats forward backward, 4 beats forward backward.
I'm just thinking this can be a lifesaver if somebody makes a mistake on even in 4x4 music.
Yeah. It is made for that only.
Hmm.
So if you have missed a bar and all, these are the tools that you can use to go back and forth. But always keep in mind, keep the quantize on. Otherwise,
Hmm.
when you press it, that is when it gets activated. So you'll go off. Same goes for loop. So this is something that I would really want changed in CDJs. Is when you make a loop, if it is not quantized, if I move from 2 to 4,
Hmm.
uh, whenever I press it, that is when the timing is not flawless. Whereas in in quantize, it's flawless. So if I do a 2, then the quantize is on it. But from 2 to 2, I'll just show you. So if I'm at
Obviously, bro, if you
right
have the
now,
quantize off, it's completely dependent on your timing.
yeah, correct.
Yeah, I
But
mean that's not a flaw in the CDJ. That's how the system is built. Quantize on, quantize off. So you have to either you have to build up your skills where your
yeah,
loop
the
timing is
timing is
perfect.
flawless. Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
So one thing is, I would like that. The only thing is that screen. So that's the reason why I like. There are times where you can go off from 4 to 8 in between if you press it. So it has to be like a little, that way. It has to be a little more. It makes a little more sense to me. For example, so if I do like 2 ka 4, my timing never goes off. But if I take context off and then like I can do finger drumming with it basically. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
yeah. Or the other thing you can do is connect the what is
XP,
that controller?
XP1,
Yeah,
XP1, XP1.
XP1, XP1,
Yeah,
and then you have hardware buttons for all of these.
yes, correct. That's a good idea. Yeah. Then you can do that as well. Yeah. I wish you could go even more lower, like lower than 1/4. But I think in 3000s you can do that, right?
Lower than 1/4 of what?
The loop length.
You can go, but it's not on screen. You can keep
In
halving it.
3000s can I do?
Yeah, you can keep halving it, bro. Just press the loop half button.
Wow. Okay. And if I want to go up,
Then you press the you have the two memory buttons, no? The arrows next to the memory
yeah, I can use that. Correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do that. Correct. So basically, the memory button is a savior. Very well thought of player. But yeah, these are the tricks I would use when I'm playing with the 2000s, Division on 2000. Any questions or anything like that?
Yeah,
XP1 is brilliant.
it's brilliant for if you're a record box DJ user, and it's also brilliant for CDJs.
Yeah, for CDJs for sure. They are really good.
Yeah.
So, what else are we talking about? Uh, Memory queue?
I don't
This
use
You
it,
want to
reminds
talk
bro.
about
me.
memory queue? You don't use memory queue?
Mhm.
Earlier you used to
Empty.
use that when the SD card and all it was there.
Yeah, that's it.
I feel memory queue is extra amount of queues for you, which can
Yeah.
be used as visual representations also. So I've seen people use that.
Yeah, but you have 8 hotkeys, which is quite a lot. I mean, how much more information do you want to cram into that screen to see? It gets
Yeah,
difficult also after a while.
yeah.
Correct. It's
That's good.
cdj-2000 nxs2, bro.
Mm.
Sunny Kanti says same effect can also be done with jog.
Yeah,
No,
it
because
can be done, but it
but
doesn't have
heart
the
doesn't
timing
half. Yeah,
perfectly.
correct.
Yeah.
Your timing is not
Some
perfect.
Right.
It's
yeah
correct.
yeah.
Your timing is not perfect. Like for example, how Turin was saying that we can do 6 ka 3. That's not possible without
with a jog.
jog. Yeah.
हेलो तोहिन सर एंड गाइस, देखा ये होता है जब नाम हटा
Hello.
देते हो ना, हमारी तो कोई वही नहीं, वैल्यू ही नहीं है, नो वैल्यू।
You are GUNYS.
Goo. I am the goo. Hi Rakesh. Hope you're safe. Hope you're well. So I hope
Any other?
nobody has slept off yet. This is, I think, by far the most concise and the most informative session
Yeah.
on 2000 Nexus 2, because I think practical application makes you learn faster.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And when you actually dig it out yourself, then you learn even more fast rather than somebody teaching you.
Yeah, I feel that everybody uses it in their own ways. Like how Tuhin uses it, I
Right.
don't use it like that. So
Hmm.
that's like
Now you will know as Totoroto.
no. Still, I feel my style is very different. Like how Tuhin is using hot cues for in and out. Loop in and loop out. I don't do that. I
Hmm.
use more. I rely on 4 bar or 3 bar or whatever, 8 bars.
No,
And
the only time I use the loop in and loop out is on the CJ-2000 Nexus 2s to dial directly into polyrhythmic loops.
already in the loop. Yeah, yeah, correct. So yeah, and I don't see myself using it that much. Maybe like to create a dramatic sequence, then I can use it.
Also, I use the loop in and loop out if I have four CDJs and I'm doing multiple layers. The
Ah,
last thing I want to do is be looking at a screen and fiddling with,
fiddling with, yeah, correct, correct,
what's
correct.
on the screen. So then the loop in, loop out is super useful. So I use 2-beat loops quite often. So even then, what I do is I don't even use the loop in and loop out. You can just hit the loop button. If you tap the loop button once, it immediately creates a 4-beat loop. You tap it
Yeah, correct.
again, then it halves it to two. So I just quickly double tap and I get 2-beat loops. And
Yeah,
on the 3000, you can also have like buttons for your beat jump, and you can customize those. So
yeah,
that's a pretty cool addition.
mm, yeah. We should do one on 3000 also so for that people can understand
Yeah,
what's happening there. Yeah.
yeah, we'll do.
I want to quickly go through utility so that just to show people what is my setting here. So, I don't. So play mode is always continuous. I don't put the lock. A lot of people do. So I've seen this. A lot of people don't know what this is for. Eject, lock, and unlock.
I
So,
have learned it the hard way.
so it should be mine's always unlocked. A lot of people, it's best to lock it, but I always keep it on unlock because I have to, work that way. Quantized beat value is 1 beat. In fact, it can go lesser. Uh, my hot cues, record box settings because I'm using record box. Uh, Hotkey color, it changes color. Now this is what I was talking about. Auto cue level. So now this is something that everybody should look at if they are having
I just
problems.
keep it. I just keep it as for memory, first memory point.
Oh, okay, okay. So, but I'm just talking about like on the fly. So basically, this is for like this is what Tuin does. So I just go down. This is what Tuin's setting is memory. What I do is I put it up on say what's the minus 36 because I want the first transient to make my first hot cue or the memory cue, the first cue. Remember, this is not the hot cue. This is the cue that this is auto cue. So this is the cue that it uses. Like in slip flashing is basically when you put it on slip mode, the CDJ flashes. But
Yeah,
uh,
hard way, bro.
on your display, jog brightness, everybody knows this. Jog indicator, and yeah,
ये
player number.
जॉग
This is
जॉग का
something that
इल्यूमिनेशन रेड कैसे करते हो यार?
connected to CDJs and then change the number of the CDJs as per the mixer channels. And whenever the mixer channel, whatever mixer channel, It goes up and down. It will, so, for example, if your CDJ is number 4, like in this case now is channel number 4. The moment I put the fader up of the channel number 4, it will go off as this thing, channel number 4. And link status, like for example, right now it's connected. MIDI channel 1, digital out 24-bit, auto standby on, LCD brightness. You can actually calibrate the screen. Screen saver on, default duplication is yeah. So duplication is basically when you are duplicating. One second. Duplication is when you are duplicating the track. So I think it's that. So, and the version number, this is the latest firmware. It will not go beyond this. It should be 1.85. And yeah, that's basically the setting for my CDJ.
Can we change the player number while playing? Muthu is asking.
Whenever you're changing, whenever you want to change the player number, everything has to be disconnected. Your discs should be out. Your pen drive should be out. There should be no link connected. There should be no USB connected.
Yes.
Then
but
only
you can
actually
change. Yeah.
इतनी बार मेरा बेवकूफ हुआ है बना है ना. when I was new to this job, no, everybody just assumed I knew everything, and they would ask me all of these questions, and I would just say, yeah, sure, why not? And
these are legit
figure out.
questions. A lot of people think that I have connected my CDJ with the router, and still the jogs are not becoming red. The jog dials are not becoming red. The reason is the CD player is responding to the mixer. If the mixer is channel number 2 and you're connecting the CD player to channel number 4, when you put the fader of channel number 2 up, then only the jog will become red. The jog will not become red if you put the fader number 4 up. It's not audio, it's the information that is going in. So you have to make sure
it's not happening over here on the 3000 V10.
Is your mixer connected to the network?
Yes, I have a switch.
So all 3 things should be connected properly, and then
if your what channels are your CD players connected on?
1, 2, player number 1, 2.
And channels
all the firmware is up to date as well.
There was a new update last week.
That update only. I did that. Oh, last week. I wasn't home. I mean, I wasn't functioning. I got locked out, basically. I was helping a friend move, and I went there on Friday, and then I couldn't come back home because lockdown was in place. So I had to struggle to get a pass to come back home. But anyway, also, let's teach them instant doubles.
Instant double is basically that something that a lot of hip hop DJs use, but it's a very, very cool tool to have. So what you do is there has to be a master, and whatever channel is slave, just press sync for long. It will automatically, the track will get duplicated on that track. The tracks have to be synced. The tracks have to be linked, not synced. Press hold sync for long, and it will actually be instant double. That means it will be the exact same track from the exact same position. You can just put the fader up and it'll go back straight up.
So for people like me who are watching this is good when when you're opening for somebody and the next DJ comes up and they ask you which player are you playing on, so that they can set up on the other one.
You can just do instant double.
Yeah, just do instant doubles so that you move to the player where your pen drive is plugged in, and that makes their life easier as well, because sometimes what happens is, you plug out their pen drive when you're moving out. Most of the DJs have similar looking pen drives, so that happens at times.
The most important thing is still the master. Always keep in mind whatever is the master. A lot of time what will happen is the moment you and you have to understand this thing, it makes the master automatically. A lot of times what will happen is the moment the fader is down, the other track automatically becomes the master. So you have to be careful and always see the master button is illuminated, and then only use that sync feature. And then you can take off the sync from that. And so any which ways, the moment you stop the button, the other track will become master automatically. So yeah, just be sure that the master thing is there.
Okay, so today we've told you how not to get beaten up when you're changing from your set to the other person's set.
Yeah.
Basically, cdj-2000 can be a protection as well. Defense, wrong word.
You guys can actually see this link info also is very, very cool feature. It tells you all the information about the track. Like for example, you can see my source also. So this CDJ has this CDJ is receiving the track from a laptop. So it's showing the laptop, and I can actually have multiple laptops. So I can have 2 laptops connected to 2 different CDJs, and it will show me 1 or 2 whatever laptop I'm using. So source 1 laptop, source 2 can be a laptop as well. So and then it's showing me all the other stuff. So basically, let me just quickly.
You can also see the track that's playing on the second deck just by accessing that player number.
Yeah,
on the left.
So right now nothing is connected, so I cannot see, but you can see whatever track is playing. Right now, I've not switched on the other CD player, but you will see the other CD player as well. Shine did not know, bro. There are so many DJs who are gonna be like, "Oh my god, why? How come you did not know about this?"
Bro, people are still using cdj-2000 with USB, just putting the music on the USB and plugging it in.
That's a bad हाँ तो क्या problem क्या है मुझसे है? Problem क्या है मुझसे? I have done that sometimes when I'm.
Okay, so quickly, let's just show you hotkeys also, so that things get a little easier. So. So just in case you guys don't know how to use hotkeys, this is hotkey 1. So now let's say I have these 4 hotkeys, right? Right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop another track, right? So now you will see it's flashing. So this was the first question. So did you see that flash thing happening? So that is basically what happens, and that is what takes time. Lot of times, what will happen is I'll do a quick thing. So I'm gonna switch on my other CDJ, right? And I'm gonna do the same instant duplicate on that, right? So I press sync for long. 1 second, it's just picking up right now. I'll just show you quickly how you can recall. So basically, yeah. So now my other CDJ has got the track, and I'm playing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make, so you can see over here there is no 4th hotkey. I'm going to make the 4th hotkey on the first deck. So I have made a 4th hotkey. Now over here you can see there is no hotkey, right? So to do that, what you have to do is you have to press this button, which is call. So when you call it, you see the 4th hotkey has come already. Right now it's flashing. So the moment I press it, it's going to take some time to load it. So always keep that in mind. Whenever this is flashing, it's going to take some time to load. It's not going to be an instant like this. See what happens when I press this. It's going to take some time and then do it. So that delay was what I was talking about. So whenever you're loading hotkeys, it's going to flash. I don't know how it is on 3000s. I've not used 3000s like that. So Tuin would be able to tell. Tuin, is it instant or does it take time like this?
No, it's instant.
Yeah, so 3000s are more instant. But yeah, so this is how you do it. And if you want to delete your hot queue, you press the call button again and press it. It's like shift. So just keep pressing it. And the same way, if you want to do a second hot queue, second layer, which is this. So click on this, you get the second layer. This is 1 to 4, 5 to 8. So these are how you do hot queues. I use direction a lot. I go like reverse and forward a lot. So yeah. Okay. Any more questions or comments? We are almost 1 hour down. I can actually, maybe next one should
It
be
didn't
mixed.
happen instantly. I did the same thing on 3000s right now. It didn't happen instantly.
So when it loads, so for example, Nishan, did you do what I have done over here is I have made a hotkey on player 1 and then moved that to player number 2. So that's
Yes, I
basically a
pressed the
memory
call.
which is being shifted. So maybe that's
Right.
but the first one happened automatically. The moment I loaded the track, all the tracks for hotkeys were instant. That happens in
Right.
2000. So maybe the memory takes time. Memory when you're shifting memory or creating a new memory, that takes time. Possible.
I'm gonna
Sunny
delete that
Gandhi
queue.
Prakash Rao is saying 8 hotkeys. Yes, we have 8 hotkeys. We've been
Oh,
having
so
8
if
hotkeys
does
for a
it
long
mean
time.
that if you delete a hot queue and press the call button, does it get deleted?
Yes.
Okay.
So delete when you delete hot. So if I delete the hotkey over here, it will get deleted on this one also. Okay, one very, very, very important thing. This is something that everybody should keep in mind. Now look at this. I have made, these are the hotkeys, right? I'm going to put another track. Okay. This is so weird. So this has happened to me 2000 times. And it happens to me, it keeps happening to me. I don't know why. Because I'm just like, I'm too busy doing stuff, right? Okay, right now, wait. It's because of this. So if I take off the hotkey load, if I take it off, right? So now, whatever my hotkeys were, which is basically, let's say if I put a track, right, and I make a hotkey here, and then this I'm going to make a fourth hotkey, right? So my first and fourth hotkey are sorted, right? I'm going to put a new track. Now what's happening? Because this track does not have any hotkeys, right? Nishan, look at this. Do the thing later. Because this thing does not have any hotkeys, I cannot call them also. So that's an issue. So now I have to, if I'm going to make new hotkeys, I have to make them in these two. Because the moment I press this, I will go back to the first one. So I've come back to the first track, which is Rocky. So
Load your previous track. See,
yeah.
now do one thing. Play this track.
Game Changer is my original track. So you can see Game Changer. This is my original track.
No, this is the track that you have loaded right now, right? Without any
correct.
hotkeys on it.
Yes.
Play the
correct.
track. Play the track. Hit slip mode. Pressless slip mode. Okay. Now press the first hotkey. First hotkey.
No.
It drops it in. It's dropping it into the mix. Press the fourth hotkey because that's the beat.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but the feature that I'm talking about is this. So now for everybody,
bro, that is your record. That is your hotkey settings. If you have it on off, then every time you load a track, you have to load the hotkeys.
Yes,
if you have it on, then it will auto load the hotkeys that are on that particular track.
That's what I was going to. Always have auto load hotkeys as your setting. That's what I was saying. Because this is something that you will come across if you're a person who uses hotkeys, and there are a lot of tracks which have 2 hotkeys, 3 hotkeys. And let's say I'm a guy who makes hotkeys on the fly. So for me, this becomes a big problem. So to avoid this, always have auto load hot cues.
Hmm.
See how much I'm teaching you.
Do
This one should be
you?
a paid workshop.
So that setting autoload hotkeys is already set in my pen drive settings, so I don't have
Yes,
to
correct,
set that
correct,
every time.
correct.
And but my question is, can you change the color of the hotkeys on the CDJ itself?
No.
Like right now, you
Yeah,
have green, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think so. One second, let me just wait.
Because
Hotkey
I
color
haven't
on,
tried it.
hotkey color on, and hotkey settings, record box settings. So when I say hotkey color on, maybe let's say if I have this. So if I make a hotkey here, I can maybe see. Oh no, this is the color of the track, not the hotkey. I don't think so. No.
Hmm.
But you can change it on record box. Do something for record box.
Utility display. You'll have to
But yeah,
teach me about duplication later once again. Huh? Hotkey color on, hotkey color
yeah.
off. Perfect.
So
Back, back.
yeah, this was it. 1 hour over.
Cool.
Goose is just gone. Guys, do not avoid these buttons. They are really dope. The loop, length, memory queue, and all these. We've been, yeah, super dope.
Cool. All right.
Also, one more thing, this jog setting, this, if it is like this, uh, two on the left, this probably is like the best setting for me till now. I've realized. Two click on the left.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, other thing is that if you are linked, if your mixer is linked, if your BPM changes, you can see the I'm changing the BPM and see the mixer how it is changing. So these are all amazing features of uh, mixer and
Yeah.
everything linked properly. So
I
guys,
actually recommend everybody खुद का ही switch खरीद लो.
I
Buy
have
a
my
Even
own.
I
network
do.
switch.
I
Yeah.
always carry my own.
Hmm.
So
It's
yeah,
what, 1400 bucks. It's not too much.
yeah.
Thousand
You
bucks,
can buy
man.
the one that I have, which is very simple. It's just a switch, nothing else. It's just like
Hmm.
8 plugs. So eight is
Nice.
more than enough because I have my SP16 also plugged in, so everything just works flawlessly.
Ooh, sweet. Anywho,
Yeah,
that's how do you change the color on the jog wheel? Rohan is
there are
asking
only
for
two colors, man: red or white.
white.
Red is when my fader goes up. White is when my fader comes down.
Oh yeah, it happened. I don't know why it didn't happen that time. It didn't happen, I swear to God.
But I don't know.
You
You
must.
should get Tuin in his head has already slapped Nishang like.
No, I swear to God, it didn't happen. Because I've been monitoring the anyhow. Thank you
Max,
Okay,
for
Max,
yeah,
what
I
we'll
just
do
take
is
out my phone and just show this. So this is the hub that I'm using. Oh,
skip. Let me explain. So basically, it's a network switch which has 8 ports. You connect each CDJ and the mixer to one port each on the switch and just turn it on. Once you have it turned on, the link is automatically connected. That white box
yeah.
is called a switch. It's called a network switch.
yeah.
Basically, you know how the routers, the Wi-Fi routers or the modems work, the LAN modems. It's like a LAN modem, but it doesn't have a brain of its own. It gives you the ports and the brain, which is inside the mixer and the players, that works together, gives them the identity, sorts it out, And that also helps you connect to the laptop as well if you want to use your laptop as a hard disk with Rekordbox software. So better than HID mode is using the Rekordbox mode. That's what I would
Hmm.
suggest.
Maybe next week we can do the 900 Nexus 2 because that's also a beast, man.
Cool.
Twin, you
Let's
got
do
one with
that.
you?
And on
You
that
have the
note,
V10.
No, I don't have it.
Ah, okay, okay. You want to do the V10, but I think people will not have V10. So. Okay, cool. So thanks a lot, guys, for joining us. I hope you guys share this information with everybody because
before
sharing
that,
is
one
caring,
last question.
and we
Let's answer this question before we end. Sorry.
okay. It's a very weird question, but HID or link. Link is something that you are using for it's a protocol that you use for putting tracks in your CD player. Whereas HID
Bro,
is you using
why so confusing? Link is when
link
you're
is
using
for
USB. Okay.
link is using when using USB
HID is when you're using the CDJs as a controller from your
controller.
laptop. So you have to decide whether you want to play off your laptop or you want to play off your USB. If you're playing off
USB
USB, then obviously it is Link. That's it.
link.
Yes.
It's called a Pro DJ link, by the way.
In Link, the player plays. In HID, the software plays the music.
Yeah, I would
That's
recommend link because it is when if it is link, you can use the full potential of CDJs.
all right. Thank you, Shine. Thank you, Muthu. Thank you, Sanikanti. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Please forgive me if I'm not. Heslin, Max, Rohit, Goose, um,
When's our
Afsar,
next session?
Rohan, everybody. Next session. Let's.
Next week.
We are planning to call some DJs. Chat with. I think this Saturday.
Okay,
So
awesome.
once they
So, guys, this
confirm,
Saturday at 5 p.m., just keep a watch on our socials for the confirmation, which should be either in the next couple of hours or early tomorrow morning.
yeah,
Hmm.
I'll try to do it tonight. I'll try to do it tonight.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, everybody. Thank you, Tohin. Thank you,
We'll
Skip.
see you at the next one. Stay safe.
And thank
Stay
you,
home.
Live long and prosper.
cdj-2000.
Yeah.
No! Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
All right. Take care. Signing off.